So what is self-compassion? Self-compassion is kindness, gentleness, friendliness with ourselves. It's a chance to get to know ourselves. It's a chance to learn about ourselves without judgment. It's a chance to let ourselves off the hook. Self-compassion is a way to practice mindfulness. It's a way to practice generosity, especially generosity of spirit, so that we can say to ourselves, it's okay, Kathy. You know, you made a mistake. Let it go. Let it go. It's a way for us to say, I'll be better next time. It's a way for us to see ourselves, sometimes even in meditation, from like a third person perspective. If we're really practicing self-compassion and we get deep into the practice, there's meditation involved, there's mindfulness involved, there's forgiveness and generosity involved, there is gratitude, lots of gratitude, always gratitude involved. Because all of these things are what it takes to be kinder to ourselves. All of these are practices we use with our friends every day. When my friend makes a mistake, I generally let her off the hook. And that's because I want the friendship more than I want to be right. I want the friendship more than I want whatever small reward I can get from rubbing her nose in it or making her feel bad. I much would rather be friends and make my friends feel better than make my friends feel bad. That may not be true when it comes to dealing with myself. And that's why we need self-compassion. Because we have compassion for our friends. And even if we don't, some of us don't, I'll give you that. We all have compassion for children. You ever see a baby fall down and tries to get back up, and they're trying to learn how to walk. So they're falling over and they're trying. All you want to do is pick that baby up and help that baby. What you don't ever think of doing is teasing the baby. You know, oh, you're a loser. You can't walk. Everybody I know can walk except for you. What's wrong with you? Why do you keep falling down? But the truth is that if you really want to think about it, our mistakes are no more disastrous than a baby falling down. We made a mistake. That should be the beginning and the end of it. I made a mistake, make amends if I did something to harm someone else, and let it go. Learn the lesson. Let it go. Be better next time. And watch. This is the mindfulness part. Watch without judgment. Self-compassion, self-love, self-kindness, self-friendliness, self-grace, self-gentleness. These are the practices that will allow us to live in a house that we can't leave with other people without cussing them out. That's the truth. If I'm kinder to me, I'm going to be kinder to the people I'm sharing this space with. And they'll be happier, and I'll be happier. Right now, during the time of Corona, COVID-19, we're scared. And we're saying things that we wouldn't usually say. And we're definitely doing things we wouldn't usually do. You know, God knows I would not be in the house 23, 24, 22 hours a day if I could leave. So there is no better time for me to be kinder to myself and others than now. There's no better time for me to be gentler with myself and others than now. This is the time. This is the time to find your sense of humor. This is the time to let stuff go. Doesn't matter what it is. If you can't change it, let it go. And there is almost nothing. Excuse me. There is almost nothing that we can change from this vantage point. So let it go. Let it go. Holding on to it, being mad, taking notes about it, all of that stuff, let it go. So Kathy, how do I let these things go? Well, one, you can journal. I know. People don't like to write stuff down, so it's just one more thing you have to do. I'm going to say this. There is a magic that comes from writing things down. But you don't have to do it. You really don't. You really can just say, I'm not going to deal with that right now. Right now, I'm going to go to my own spot in this house and do one of my favorite things. And I'm going to let that go. You can do that. It's harder. Journaling allows you to get the anger out. You can just write down what you're feeling, and nobody will read it. Nobody will read it. Self-love, self-care, self-kindness, self-gentleness, self-compassion. Be well. Stay well. And let's practice so that we can be happy right now, today, right here.